Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are well and doing very well today. Today we have a lot to unpack, starting from injuries, rehab updates, transfer rumors, development decisions and a few integral changes at the club. I'll run through everything one after the other with you and tell you exactly what it means or what I think this means and what it means for Chelsea going forward. No skipping, so stay till the end of this video. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment in the comment section below, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I make a post. And please do not forget to share this video because it's the only way you can help me grow this channel. So without wasting much of our time, let's start with update from Kieran Gills as regards Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill's recovery is sounding pretty perfect because according to Kieran Gills, it says that Levi Colwill has stopped using crutches like over a month ago, and when you look at this is massive news. Apparently, he's actually recovering ahead of schedule. Levi Colwill, we all know, is very, very integral to Maresca setup. It's a huge morale boost. His Chelsea ball playing profile and one who actually starts the build up from the back. It also supports the argument that patience with injury can pay off. And when you look at the case of Reece James and how unbelievable he has been playing since his last injury that kept him out of the team for a while. If Colwell comes back late in the season, that could actually be a real turning point for Chelsea's ability to play through the line. Well, the truth of the matter is, I'll just say that I don't expect Levi Colwill to play any part anymore this season because there's no point in rushing him. I expect him to be fully back next season and he's going to look like a new signing. So what I'm just going to say is I do not expect a rush, but psychologically for me I think this is exactly the kind of trajectory you want to see for or you want from Chelsea. And then next we talk about Cole Palmer. And still on Kieran Gill, according to Kieran Gill, Cole Palmer is um, close to returning from his injury, and according to sources, the game against Barcelona at Stamford Bridge is his target. We all know that Cole Palmer is a difference maker in tight games, and Maresca clearly values him when he's fully fit for a Mykhailo night. Chelsea are choosing to err on the side of caution and not to rush him, and that's I agree 100%. If he doesn't play against Barcelona, it's not going to be the end of the world, okay? But I think that the best um, thing that Chelsea can do for Cole Palmer is allow him the 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 right time, the estimated time for him to recover and come back 100% fully fit. And like I said, I agree 100% with Chelsea on this one. This is not me trying to be pessimistic, and this is not me seeing any sign, noticing any sign of pessimism from the Chelsea aspect. I think that it only just makes sense if we want to have Cole Palmer on the long run, that we should allow him recover as best, even though his target is a return against Barcelona. If it means that we keep him beyond the Barcelona game and allow him recover, I mean the team is doing fairly good. To be honest, the team is doing fairly good, and without Cole Palmer, we still find ourselves sitting third in the Premier League, and which is a boost and a positive considering the fact that we have most of our key players out. Imagine what happens when we have players like Cole Palmer, Levi Colwill, even Romeo Lavia, and Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez fully fit and back in the squad. Imagine how much of a moral booster that's going to be, how much of a motivation it's going to be for the rest of the squad. So I think it's only right that Chelsea do right by themselves and do right by Cole Palmer, allowing him the needed time to recover and come back to uh, the squad when he's fully fit. Up next, Maresca also made comments on Reece James' fitness. I think it's also a little bit the way we use him. We play him as a midfielder or a fullback who goes inside. It's short distance run, but when you play fullback up and down with huge distances, and I guess that doing that you can get injured more easily. That's what Maresca had to say. And when you put that into context, it means that he prefers that his fullbacks invert, and it's an important tactical point using James in less end-to-end heavy sprint roles, which reduces load and injury risk. I think if we look at that, I think we should I allowed Maresca's decision on how to use Reece James and to keep him fit for as long as he can be. And for since he's been using Reece James in that situation or in that style, Reece James has been more present in the team than compared to how absent he used to be, bombing up and down the right flank. And I like the fact I like Reece James being a fullback, but if it means that we're going to risk him to getting injured, I'd rather have an inverted fullback every time of the week in week out, game in game out, than having a a fullback Reece James who will spend most times in the hospital trying to recover from injury. So Maresca is showing he thinks about load management and player profiles, and that's an intelligent coaching approach, and it helps protect key players. He also talked about Benoit Badiashile, and we've seen Benoit Badiashile in training, and it just says, for me, it just says that Badiashile is likely to return against Burnley immediately after the international break. It says Badiashile is progressing and may be available for Burnley. Defensively, it just gives Chelsea more defensive option. And during the game against Liverpool and the game before the Liverpool game, we could see the pairing of Badiashile and Achampong and Badiashile against Liverpool, and it was colossal. It was imposing and dominant, both in both area duel and all that. So if we have Badiashile fit, it can also deputize for the absent Levi Colwill, and it gives Chelsea the room to be able to start their build up from the back and all that. So this is a plus for Chelsea. Although we have Fofana and Chalobah pairing at the moment, we see it's nothing wrong in having a fit Badiashile. And if you when Badiashile came back from injury playing against Liverpool and all, if you ask me to pick between Badiashile and Chalobah as a left centre back option, I would go with Badiashile. And since he got back from injury, he's been more athletic and not heavy to move and all that. So he's been training on the grass with the team and all that. So I think that it's a plus for Chelsea. So up next, let's talk about Mykhailo Mudryk. So according to secret source, Modric will not serve his full max ban. Chelsea still believe in him. CFC plan for Modric to join Strasbourg to regain fitness after time out. Timeline unclear, but Chelsea see him as part of future plans. Club calm and backing him. This one, I didn't want to say anything as regards this one. I wanted to wait to see if the same story as regards Modric come up elsewhere. And yesterday, another source did posted, and it's about it's still saying Modric will be free very soon, and from what we have gathered, he will return to playing football very soon. He's not going to serve any doping ban, and this is really serious because this have quite a lot of implication. Does this mean if Modric is not going to be facing any doping ban, what happens to the amount of time that Modric has been absent? His career was on pause or has been on pause for quite a long time. What happens? Who's going to bear who's going to take the fall for that? Because someone is obviously innocent, and it's if I go with this update, it means that Mudryk is about to be proven innocent and be um, free of every doping charge that has been labeled against him. So definitely someone is going to take the fall, or someone is definitely going to be sued. Could it be the doping federation or committee or community or whatever, or system, or could it be the people who actually treated him with methylene, if that's the same thing, if that's, if I said it correctly or I butchered it, someone should correct me in the comment section below. But this is huge. I like Mudryk, okay, and at the time where he got banned, he was kicked out of the team or suspended from every activity to train with the team. I kind of felt bad because he was starting to come out of his shell, and he was starting to show signs that he was ready to come out of the shy Mudryk. He was trying stuff, and there were killer passes that he kept making time in and time out, time again. And so it's only good. I like Mudryk. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I come on social media to look for information or updates as regards him, and this is encouraging. He has stuck to his gun, and against all odds, said many times that he never took anything and he will never knowingly take anything that is prohibited in the world of football, and that's actually good. And I like this news. So yeah, let me know what you guys think as regards Mudryk. And then let's talk about Adam Wharton, who is apparently top of Chelsea's wish list in January. So according to Team Sports or Team Talks, Crystal Palace and England midfielder Adam Wharton is Chelsea's leading target for the January transfer window. The 21-year-old has caught the eye with his composure, passing range, and control of game from deep. And Chelsea's recruitment staff view him as the future cornerstone of the team. However, insiders indicate that a move is much more likely in the summer of 2026, allowing both clubs greater flexibility to work out a deal. And this is according to Team Talk. Okay, so the only reason I'm going to be I'm not going to be dismiss this is because of the constant unavailability of Romeo Lavia. Maresca wants someone who can control the game and enable build up from the deep, from the back down to the base of the midfield, then moving forward and all that. And Wharton, from everything that I've seen as regards this player, fits the bill. We will not be looking at Wharton if we have a fit Romeo Lavia. If we have Romeo Lavia available for most part of the game of the season, then being absent, I don't think we'll be looking at Adam Wharton. But do I like Adam Wharton? Yes, I do. Does it fit the style? Yes, on 100%. But someone is going to have to leave. Because, yes, I understand that our midfield is thin right now with Isugo out injured and not going to be back until not looking like he's going to be back until January, which is the earliest. We also have Romeo Lavia, who's actually unfit. So we also have Kendall coming back. I mean, we have Kendrick Pius coming back rather. So there's a whole lot of, midfielders and all that will be coming back at the end of this current season. If we decide to dip into the market and get someone like Adam Wharton, who's going to cost, for me, I think it's going to cost a arm on the leg. I think someone is going to have to go. And considering the fact that we have an agreement with UEFA as to how much we are allowed to spend for the next 3 seasons, we are limited. Not like we don't have not like Chelsea don't have money to spend, cash to spend. They do, but because of the agreement that they have with UEFA, they can only spend so much money. I don't think it's above 30 to 40 million euros. So I don't know how this is going to happen, which means a few number of players will be leaving. I know that Chelsea will still entertain the sale of Trevor Chalobah at the end of the season. Even Axel Disasi and I don't know, someone in the midfield will definitely have to make room for Adam Wharton if this is anything to go by. And I like him, like I said. I really, really like he fits Maresca's style of play. He's young, he's combative, and if and fit a midfield dynamic. He's energetic, progressive, good press resist. He's very good. He's a very good press resistance. If Chelsea seriously pursue him, it signals that they want a fresh dynamic option to rotate with Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez and all that. So that's that. And uh second to the last, talk about Axel Disasi. So yeah, according to excuse me, I think I've missed it. I bookmarked it. Okay, I found it. So according to Bobby Vincent and Sky Cave, Chelsea are planning on reintegrating Axel Disasi into the first team squad over time. The 27-year-old appeared in the under-21s last week to help build fitness up. Understand new plans is not part down to Disasi's professionalism and how he has been behind the scenes in Cobham. This is what Bobby Vincent and Sky Cave said. So, what does this mean? Does this mean? Okay, I saw a picture of Axel Disasi in Chelsea's first team training, and he looks trimmed and shredded, different from the Axel Disasi that I once saw in the Chelsea team that was heavy, very so too heavy to move. He was looking too heavy for himself. He couldn't carry himself. And does this mean that they've been watching, apart from the fact that he didn't kick up a fuss or he didn't do anything? Does this mean that he's actually improving in key areas where he's been complacent before he got kicked out of before he was sent to join the bomb squad and all? Well, if he comes back, I think what I'm thinking is they want to bring him back into the first team to give him some game time and give it so that they can recover at least good amount of money on him when they sell him in January transfer window. I think that's me thinking it. So that's reintegrating him is not going to be an issue. Okay, it's only, like I said, only gives Chelsea more defensive options and players and profile to work with. So, and then to wrap up, it's also talking about Rodrygo. Fabrizio Romano has come out to squash every talk that is linking Rodrygo to Chelsea. There was a source in Brazil that said that Rodrygo is considering his future with Madrid, and quite a few numbers of European teams are looking at going for him. But that Brazilian source never mentioned Chelsea. The only source that have been making a fool of themselves, permit me to use the word fool, is this Indy Kyla. Ever since David Oyston made mention of Indy Kyla, it's just been going about looking for attention and cloud chasing and all that, and it's got a good number of followers. I think about 600 and something thousand followers. But then it's been more miss than on target. I mean, that's Indy Kyla. So Fabrizio have come out to squash everything, including Matlow have come out to squash everything, saying that Chelsea are not in talks with Real Madrid for Rodrygo, and they are not looking at doing any business for that. So that's my full breakdown and my thoughts on everything that I've posted, each update rather. So if you, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below as regards Mudryk, Cole Palmer, Badiashile, Axel Disasi, even Adam Wharton. Do you think Chelsea should go for him, and who's gonna have to make room for him if that's the case? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and like and comment in the comments. I would really like to know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if there's any other thing that comes up, I'll be here to share with you. Oh yeah. Before you go, I've just remembered. I almost missed it now. Okay, so there's this news that has come out towards the close of yesterday. I forgot to bring that up, and it's the fact that Chelsea have signed a new player, a 16-year-old from the Ecuadorian League Independent, the same club that Moses Caicedo played for in Ecuador. He's a centre back, and man, this guy is towering. He's tall, and he's still 16-year-old. The report says that it's a year we go from Fabrizio Romano, and the first person who first picked this out was Felix, who is now his football first team scout for Como. He was the first person to pick that up, and Chelsea have now wrapped up the deal, and he's going to be joining Chelsea in the summer of 2028. This kid is tall, like really tall for a 16-year-old, and he's very athletic and fast. You can only imagine that he's still in that is not that's not the end of his growth. Is still going to increase in height, and you can only imagine how tall he's going to be and how lanky he's going to be in the summer of 2028 when he joins up with the Chelsea first team, or when he's been integrated into the team. So that's everything that I have for you guys. Like I said, don't forget to like and comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you're notified when I make a post and all that. And please share this video. That's all for now. If there's anything that comes up, I'll be here to share with you guys. Until then, it's Chelsea first, rivals next. Peace.